do that. Of course, doing it that way, I can't tell if we're live, so bear with me a second while I rectify that little oversight. Okay, that's all clear. Full screen is good. Sound good. Okay, definitely hearing something. Okay, don't need that window. Don't need that window. Do need the game up. So, good morning everybody, my name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Glenleathann. It is Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's up and about and not making turkey right now. Oh, that one. So we'll do a quick look around the farm. The grass silage is all in and has been compressed and covered. So that's 19% ready. That's all ready. And since it is November 3, oh, we got weather coming. Let's have a check on that. Weather. It is bright and sunny right now. 1 o'clock, it's going to rain. So this is really the last. We'll get this done. Then we'll have a go, see what else we can get done. The goal here is basically our annual. We lime all of the grass fields, all of the permanently grass fields. We will lime the fields that are currently covered in grass that will be planted with arable crops in the spring after we've done the grass cut, because I want a good yield for the arable crop, not so much required for grass. So that's one start. Obviously it's dark, so we will turn some lights on. Is there another round of lights? No. Okay, that's good. Unfold that. Set to optimal value, auto application, and go. And go. Thank you. So I figured out why some of my equipment needs a shift and activate, and other equipment can just go straight activate. So something like a harvester, I just push the activate tool button and it works. This doesn't, seeders don't. And the reason for that is because the activate button is also doubles up as a fill button. So if I'm filling the seeder with an unshifted button, there has to be some, you don't want it turned on while you're filling it, because that would be kind of pointless. So basically that's why, and it's been frustrating me. Why do I have to press shift on some of these and not shift on others? That's really because I didn't know at the time that the fill button was the same as the activate button. Now I've discovered that. It makes perfect sense, and I'm I'm happy with the rationalization there. So I'm out today in the Massey Ferguson, because we really haven't used that quite as much as we used to. And obviously we reserved this as our what is it? This was reserved as our spraying tractor with narrow tyres and pods on the windows for crop detection. Now, of course, we don't actually do that anymore. We just we've got a self-propelled sprayer which does all of that. We are chewing through the lime. Might need to buy some more, I guess. And that's part of the thing with these interior fields. We spread lime on them once per year, and so they what am I saying? We spread lime on them once a year. So because we cut them 3 times a year, that's 3 harvests, it's going to need a 0.75 boost in pH every time we do this on these particular fields. Now the arable fields we've harvested once and then we mow them once, so that's only 2. It's 2/3 of the lime requirements for those fields. So this particular job is going to take a lot of lime to get done. I do not have GPS on this tractor. But anyway, that's as is. We are, I guess, I mean, since the rain is coming, it's 9 o'clock and it's still dark, so not like we're going to get many hours of daylight anyway. So that took us 43% of the tank. Okay, well, it is what it is. Actually, it took us 60% of the tank. I'm gonna think we'll run through here, see if that bit is deficient. And no, that counts as done. I suppose without the shed here, we do have a little bit more of a turnaround here, which is a bit of an improvement. Could do with resurfacing some of the ground. There we go. That's a bit of a mess up here. The precision farming offsets that, but this message is, I think, related to that. No other messages to show. Anyway, let's push the button. Get this refilled. Don't know what the open the top, unfold fertilizer, close cover, 31 and 23. Okay, should we try that? Oh, hello. Hey, discovered a new button combination. Oh, actually, no, don't want to fold that yet. So this is the only field that we now have that doesn't have direct connect to the yard. So now we have to think, do I want to knock down one of these hedges and just turn it into a 4-field, or yeah, big field, because we don't need this segregated. We always cut it at the same time, and by chopping it into an adjacent field, it will give us a tiny bit more grass. Kind of thinking this field in front of us, got some trees in the corner. I could leave those or take them out, or it's not a big deal having them or not having them. I mean, obviously, if I take them out, then that creates a straight line into the field that's currently to our right. I can see merit in doing that. Might do that during the spring when we're actually planting something else. I could do that as well. And it'll add maybe 50,000 litres to our grass take every year. I'm not really much for combining all of these fields together, all 4 of them. It's nice to have the small one and the other one over there, but it would become an awkward shape if I were to just make them all what they are, make them all into one big field. And I don't want to break into this north side in front of us into that field, because it creates an L-shaped field with awkward bulges in places and makes it more complicated. Potential for losing grass in tight corners. Okay, that has given me enough width here. We can pretty much turn around straight. Okay. So, new patch for FarmSim 25. We're now on version 1.3, I believe. Fixed a bunch of bugs. You can now pet your dog and get that achievement. And a couple of other things which... Oh, they fixed the you can't direct drill on after you've mulched error. A lot of people have been testing grass in the last week and discovered that the truth is the way the grass works, let's pull up here until it turns itself off. When the field is ready to harvest, so something like that is ready to, no, that's not a thing. So when a field's ready to harvest, grass has two stages of ready to harvest. There's the one after the last growth stage, and then there is a second one. Well, if you wait until the second one, you get a full yield of grass. If you do the first one, what a lot of people have called it is you get grass in the first stage of ready to harvest, and then you get 50% more in the second stage. The truth is you get a full yield at the second stage and 2/3 of a yield if you cut it in the first month. So typically when we're doing this, we get 2 fulls and a 2/3 if we cut the grass 3 times at the appropriate moment. Now with FS22, you get the full stage at the first month of ready to harvest. Don't know if that's a bug and whether Giants intended us to have only 2/3 harvested or yield in the first month. But anyway, we get the full yield in the first cut. So now you can get 4 cuts per year, not 3. That's quite a big thing for grass. That's going to give you 33% more income from hay or, more importantly, silage. So don't know how important that is. Now from there, so 1.3 patch, everybody's been testing the grass. People have guessed that maybe the FS22 grass yield will patch out to the way it was in 22, but we don't know. Okay, open that, cool. Oh, that's nice. Start filling again. I will get out and see if we need to order some more, because I don't, whoops. Let's try that one again. Okay. Oh, we've still got a lot. Don't think we're going to run out anytime soon, so that's good. Huh? Excuse me. Oh no, that's only got solid fur. Oh, that was how much we can buy. Yes, we are going to need more. Oh, I so much want the FS25 version of doing this. It's a slider, so I can slide it up to 30,000 litres and just buy it. Push that again. Okay, now that's done. So yes, lots. Basically, the thing is, generally with the first patch, there are things Giants finds that aren't quite the way they want them to work. Yeah, we need to adjust the percentage or whatever. They've increased the yield of what is it? Poplar. Poplar is crazy. Best crop in the game. But not if you use, okay, when you do poplar in Farm Sim 19, 22, 17, if you set a worker on planting, the worker would plant a row leave a 2-row gap and then plant another row, and then leave a 2-row gap and plant another row. So the yield was poor. However, you don't have to do that. You can plant adjacent rows. So pack them real close together. And if you do that, I mean, obviously using something like guidance steering will help with that matter, because you can set the row width to the planter width and then just go for it. And you will get triple the yield if you do it that way. Now, okay, wood chips aren't worth a lot of money, but apparently there was an increase in the value of wood chips when Silver Run Forest was released. Platinum expansion for 22. So all of a sudden, wood chips they're still not very valuable per 1,000 litres. Kind of like silage isn't very valuable. But you make a ton of it, and so what you don't have in value per litre, you make up for in litres per acre. So all of a sudden, wood chips are this amazing crop that's worth way more than all the others. Now, the way you harvest it is either with a very expensive forage harvester and a very narrow harvesting head, which obviously is a lot of work. So kind of like the amount of work we have to put in when we're creating maize silage, it's just lots and lots and lots of work. But it's worth lots and lots and lots of money at the end of the day. And then the other way is the bio-baler, which also is, I mean, it's a fair amount of work, but you can run that round a poplar field, create bales, and it's something you can do in situ. You don't have to run around the map and with the forage harvester, I'm always finding, okay, now I've got to unload the wagon that's following it in order to allow the harvester to continue. With the bio-baler, you're just dropping bales out the back, kind of like a cotton harvester does. You're just dropping bales out the back as you go. And you can go and collect those later. And obviously, since they're generic bales, the bale auto-load trailers will pick them up. Also, the Anderson bale stacking or bale loading trailer will also pick them up. So you can pick up 25 of them, or 28 of them, or 24 of them, whatever size your loader is, and take them off to sell. So they're not a bad commodity to transport, or too bad a commodity to transport, but kind of like potatoes and everything else. If you've got 50,000 litre capacity in your trailer, then you're going to be making a lot of trips. We make 20 plus trips to the sell points with our silage when we sell them loose from the bunker. And that's a lot of trips. So the further you are from the sell point, the more frustrating it can be to do that. And it's the problem with emptying a silage bunker is you need something to load the the cart with. Now you can either use a wheel loader, telehandler type of thing, or you can use what we're doing here is using an auger pipe. The problem is an auger pipe is not recognized by the in-game worker. So you then have to you have to drive it all yourself. Now, if you've got a regular, what is it? I must admit, I haven't tried it, but I believe if you've got a regular silo, farm silo, that does get added to places I can go and load my harvest, my truck, or empty my truck into. And so you can take stuff from the farm silo and deliver it to the bakery, rinse and repeat, and put it on a loop, and the tractor will then run that loop and empty the silo into the bakery. That's easy, but you can't do it with the silage bunker and an auger wagon or an auger. You might be able to. I know there are some mods where you get a silage silo. I don't know if we've got access to one here. Silos. No, those are flat bottom bin. But there are some like this where there is a silage silo. So you put your silage in it, or you put your grass in it, and it will turn into silage as a production. They might be visible to the in-game worker. I don't know if they'll hold 2 million litres of silage, of course. Which is what our silos hold. But, yeah, there's ways and means around it. I think one of the mods for Farm Sim 25 was a silage silo. But advance warning, I'm probably not doing silage purely for sale when we start a Farm Sim 25 series. I think we've spent enough time doing silage on this map that we could take a break from it. Now, if I do animals, specifically cows that need TMR and like silage, then yes, we might produce some silage, but it will be a limited capacity of silage, and it will be own use. I won't be intending to sell, at least not too much of it. We may have more than we need, but it will be a limited sale event. And potentially I might go back to just creating silage bales and not using silage bunkers to do it all. Anyway, there's another field done. Almost. It's time already 10 o'clock. Fold that up and we'll go get that refilled again. But then what I might do a poplar